The translator of light. Rosaline remembered the moment she first fell in love with chemistry. It wasn't in a sterile lab, but in the vibrant chaos of a school fair, watching two clear liquids combine to form a brilliant, unexpected green. It wasn't just a reaction. It was a conversation the universe was having, and she desperately wanted to learn its language. Years later, her classroom was her stage. Yet she could still see the fear in the eyes of her students, the heavy sigh before a complex equilibrium problem, the dread when the periodic table felt like an impossible map. The magic is there, she would promise, her voice warm. You just need a lens to see it. Kaylin was one of those students, bright, meticulous, but held back by a silent, crushing anxiety. Every time a new concept was introduced, entropy, orbital notation, Kaylin's pen would slow, and their notebook would remain painfully blank, a mirror of their doubt. Rosaline noticed. She always noticed. She didn't press, didn't demand. Instead, that evening, Rosaline uploaded a new video. Not a typical lecture, but a simple, elegant explanation of reaction rates, illustrated not with graphs, but with the flow of a river and the rush of a busy city street. Later that night, Kaylin found the video. Rosaline's voice was a steady current, guiding them through the concepts. The river flowed faster. The atoms moved with intent, and for the first time, the subject didn't feel like a wall of impossible facts, but a beautiful, logical dance. The next day, the change was subtle but profound. In class, Rosaline asked a difficult question about catalysts. The room was silent. Kaylin hesitated for a second. Then their hand, usually glued to their side, rose slowly into the air. Rosaline's heart swelled. A catalyst lowers the activation energy, Kaylin said, their voice gaining strength. It's like finding a tunnel through the mountain instead of climbing over it. The path is different, but the destination is the same. Rosaline didn't just affirm the answer, she celebrated the analogy. That, she told the whole class, her eyes bright, is the language of chemistry, finding the familiar in the abstract. Over the following months, Kaylin wasn't just solving problems. They were teaching them, helping other students see the hidden rivers and tunnels. Rosaline watched, her greatest reward not the perfect test scores, but the quiet, beautiful transfer of passion. The vibrant green flash she had seen years ago was not just a chemical reaction. It was the spark of understanding igniting in a student's mind. And every day, Rosaline Lucong lived to strike that match, to speak that magical language, and to prove that even the most complex world can be understood, if only someone cares enough to translate.